Shalom and welcome to Mitzvot Torah. This year is entitled in honor of Rav Yaakov Ariel Shlita. Following question: woman, a Gentile, who is in the state of Niddah, in the middle of menstruation, and she finished her Giorat process, learning for years, Ger Tzedek, and wants to become a Jew for no other reason than becoming a Jew, a righteous Gentile looking to convert, but the day comes for her to go to the Beit Din. They go to the Mikva, and she's ready to go ahead, submerge in the Mikva, immerse herself in the Mikva. She's a Niddah. She just started menstruating a day ago, and blood is flowing. So can she go to the Mikva as a Gioret for conversion? So, Baruch Hashem, I want to first thank Yosef Simmons, giving me the set of Alasha Torah, the Tshuvot, Shalotu Tshuvot of Rav Yaakov Ariel, the chief rabbi of Ramakan. He should live and be well. A great rabbi, one of the leading Talmidim of Tzvi Yehuda Kook, and a leader in the religious Zionist community. Great rabbi, great posek, and he deals with this fascinating shaila. So at first glance, you'll say, she's a Niddah, blood is flowing. There's no way. The mikveh doesn't help. We all know that would be worthless. A regular woman goes to the mikveh when she's in the middle of her menstrual flow. But then on the other hand, wait a second. She's not going to retire herself from Niddah. She's going to join the Jewish nation. It's a separate thing totally. So in Chelik Aleph of Allah Shel Tov from Rav Yaakov Ariel, Yoredeya Siman Lamed Vav, he deals with this very shaila, has a beautiful, beautiful investigation looking at Sinai, conversion over there at Sinai. We were told to be away from our wives for 3 days because the wives were in a state of tumat, palet shechvazera, and he has an amazing discussion what happened at Sinai and what can we apply from there to us. Was that specifically halacha? Because there they became Gever, Bnei Yisrael in certain ways. We learn halachot out from there. He says, yes, it's true that we became a Jewish nation at that moment in certain ways, but that's the fear, the awe of being at Sinai. There's certain drishot that were demanded, certain expectations in that specific case. But in terms of the mikvah, for conversion, that is simply halacha of immersing one person, immersing himself or herself in the mikvah, nothing to do with Niddah. And therefore, even if she's in the middle of the menstrual flow of the Niddah cycle, going to the mikvah is not problematic at all. He gives an interesting practical advisor of Ariel Shlita, and he says that practically if she's having a flow, it's not pleasant for her to go to the mikveh that way. What's that going to do to the mikveh? That's a practical concern about going ahead and causing that coloration in the mikveh. That's a practical thing. He said in terms of chatzitza, he doesn't think that would be a chatzitza. And he says for her to go ahead and put a tampon in to stop the blood from flowing out, then you have a problem of a chatzitza if you do that. But those are side issues. In terms of the halacha of a Niddah, Tovail, he says it's two separate halachas totally. And therefore she goes to the mikvah, and Beit Din could allow her to go to the mikvah on that day, and she changes halachically from a goya before she immerses herself in the mikvah to a Jewish lady when she when she comes out of the mikvah. Shalom.